This is an interesting debate, Mr. Chairman. Normally, it would be heard for the would-be candidates for the District of Columbia City Council, but the issues remain far more important. This amendment would once again overreach by prohibiting funds for D.C.'s Reproductive Health Non-Discrimination Amendment Act of 2014. That law prohibits discrimination based on reproductive health decisions. The Reproductive Health Non-Discrimination Act protects workers in D.C. from workplace discrimination if the employer disagrees with the employee's use of contraception, in vitro fertilization, and even perhaps a medically necessary abortion. The law prohibits employers from making employment decisions based on reproductive health decisions of employees, their spouses, and children. Without Renda, the employers could fire a woman for having an abortion due to rape, fire a man for using a condom, reduce the pay from a parent for buying birth control for their child, and decline to hire a woman for using in vitro fertilization. D.C. is protecting workers from losing their jobs if their supervisors do not agree with their most personal decisions. This amendment would strip those protections from D.C. workers. For those that thought this bill infringed on employers' religious beliefs, D.C. passed a statutory clarification that no employer was required to provide insurance coverage related to reproductive health decisions. During the congressional review period, the Republican-controlled House passed a resolution disapproving this bill, but the Republican-controlled Senate did not. The Congress had time to act on this issue, and it failed to do so. D.C. residents should not be subject to endless efforts to overturn their laws. People should be judged at work based on their performance, not on their personal, private, reproductive health care decisions. That's why D.C. passed this law. And to my friends across the aisle, I understand that you see this as a constitutional challenge, but with all due respect, you're anti-federalist and federalist when it's convenient, and not just because of D.C. It has to do more with issues you don't agree with. You're very much for states' rights and local control, unless it has something to do with issues like gun violence or a woman's right to choose. This is inconsistent and, frankly, with all due respect, somewhat hypocritical. I urge a no vote on this amendment, and I